Is this him leading? Is this him stepping up, pushing back against Peter Navarro?
Look, I mean, it's our view Musk basically needs to leave the government. I mean, because if you look at the brand damage, you just cannot deny it. I mean, I think there's 20% actually permanent brand damage in Europe, 10% at least in the U.S. So when he's pushing back, because look, Musk, he's getting calls from Fremont, from Austin, from what he's hearing in China and Germany. No one's probably more plugged in, along with Nadella and along with Jensen, obviously Cook, than Musk. So he knows tariffs, it's a disaster across the board, and it's our view. It sends the tech industry back a decade if these tariffs actually hit.
And on the other hand, Tesla's more insulated than the others on tariffs, right? So what I tried to distinguish in your note is those forecasts you gave on demand lost. You said 10% globally, but more severe in China and the EU. That's not really a tariffs issue, right? It's a reputational issue of Musk's association with Trump. Just explain your modeling.
Yeah, I mean, Ed, unfortunately, Tesla's become a political symbol around the world, but in a bad way, right? I mean, if any frustration toward Trump, Doge, tariffs, globally, there's one symbol, it's Tesla. And, Musk obviously went into the government, in terms of Doge and everything we've seen. And we've talked about it. It's at least a $100 overhang in the stock. And I think when you look at trying to model it, there's brand damage, there's tariff issues, and you're just trying to take stabs at it. I mean, they just came off of a disaster 1Q delivery number. And, as someone that's been such a long-term bull, and remember, we didn't lower our rating, still maintain our bullishness on autonomous, on robotics in the future of Tesla. In my view, it's been a sad few months to watch it, because it's brand destruction by the hour, by the day. Can't deny it.
Dan, can't deny it, but as you say, you're still overweight and you still see maybe 28% upside from here. So what is the recovery process here? Because it takes a long time to build brand and very quick to destroy it.
There's three things. One, he has to leave government. And so when you look at what's happened with Navarro, investors will wonder, is this the first step in terms of stage left? And we've talked about it's a key 60, 90 days ahead. Two, if that happens, you have brand damage, some of that's permanent, but it's a scar, it's a black eye, it's stitches, but it doesn't change the long-term view of Tesla in terms of autonomous robotics and the broader future. The third thing is it's investors understanding what the game plan is here. You have BYD that's rising as a competitor globally, and you can in rose-colored glasses say that they're not. You need a CEO, Musk, in that seat as CEO of Tesla. You can't be spending 5%, 3%, 2% of your time there and the rest of the government. That's been the frustration, because Musk is Tesla, right. Tesla is Musk.
But what does he bring out to compete against BYD when he doesn't want to erode from a price point? Everyone feeling that it would be cannibalization if he brought back a much lower price competitor to a Model 3, for example. Where does he go? The Cybertruck isn't selling.
But our view is that 90% of the value of Tesla going forward is autonomous robot. It's about unsupervised FSD in Austin. It's about launching everything. When you look into next year, Cybercabs, that they could do a core scale in production. And I think that's why, when you look at these tariffs, Tesla, Apple, GM, could go across the board. It cuts the legs off of U.S. tech, and that's been why it's just such a very frustrating, uncertain time.
Dan, I got a question from the audience on X from Mark Monroe, who asks if tech companies are removing guidance. I think he means, will they remove guidance?
Oh, yeah. I mean, any tech company that gives guidance, I'd be shocked. Because right now it's blindfolded darts. You don't know where guidance is going to go. But it speaks to the point. We're going to have rallies. You're seeing number cuts. We've tried to cut some numbers. Other analysts have as well. But I mean, you put these tariffs in when it comes to China, Taiwan, then ultimately you're going to have to toss out 2Q numbers. You're going to toss out 3Q numbers. Street, assuming it's some sort of 3 to 6 month trade battle, then they'll basically look at what do 2026 numbers look like. And that's how investors are going to ultimately, when you look at worst case, base case, best case, all the thing that we're talking about investors around the world, over the last, call it 72 hours, that's what you look at NVIDIA. What's baked in? What's baked into Microsoft? Worst base you know,
Right.
bear case.